Yeah, it's in spiritual teaching. As a matter of fact, they teach you to not use the I. That the I, it opens up my I-ness, which I want, I need, I. Then it becomes a society filled with people who are just interested in themselves. So we use the word of we, they, and move away from I-ness and selfishness to selfless. And the whole purpose of our life was to worship the Divine. So when they come and ask people that, what's your purpose of life? Why were you created? Sufis believe we're created to worship the Divine. And move towards our purpose in life would then be the example of the Prophets. So the Prophets were like the symbols or the heroes of the Divine Presence. That look to them as an example of what you should be doing. So then when we look to the example of the Prophets, they were of service. They didn't come to be kings and to be worshipped, they came to be of service. So they're trying to show us that the highest form of worship, once you discipline yourself and abstain from taking and desiring and moving towards selflessness, then they were the example of being selfless. That they took from the Divine Presence, they took great abuse from their own people, and then they served them, they prayed for them, they tried to be tolerant over them and give to them. And Divine was teaching that that's your nature. Everything around us is showing us how to be of service, but we lost that. We became a selfish being, where it's about I and how much I can have and how much I want and how much I need. And spiritual rebirth is to move towards, it's not about your I actually has to be brought down, and it's about being of service. But you can't give what you don't have. So a lot of people like to be of service but with bad character. So then they go out and they spread abuse, they do things that they're not supposed to, they abuse the power that begins to open to them. So then again the Prophets are teaching is you have to purify yourself first, perfect yourself first, then you have something to give. Otherwise you just put upon yourself a certain spiritual dress and you give it a bad name. Because many people say, okay, well, why was this Christian like this, Jewish person like this, Muslim person like this? Is the Divine is perfect. It's the creation that has problems. No matter with what color you paint it with, if a person is a crook, whatever religion you paint them with, he's going to be crooked in that religion because he didn't perfect or build himself. So then the Prophet's examples, first fix yourself. Fix all your desires, your bad wants, you're prone towards evilness. Once you perfected yourself, now you can be a vehicle or a vessel for Divine grace.